Hi, welcome back to Sadie's Sassy Reptiles. Today I'm going to be making an isopod habitat using the BioDudes Isopod culturing kit. This is everything it comes with except for this isopod food and these two things. This is a lot of stuff, so I'll explain to you what everything is. These biodegradables act as a hide for the isopods, and they also eat it. It's dead leaves. Isopods love to eat dead leaves. This is the Terra isopoda. It's the isopod soil mixture. So it's what you put in your bin. It's their soil. They love to dig and burrow through it. It has everything a soil could need for an isopod. It's leaf litter, so the isopods will also eat these. This is a calcium bone. So what it basically is, you could break it apart and you break it into little chunks because that's the isopod's favorite when it's little chunks, and you bury it into the soil and it will create like little spots where they can go and get some more calcium. Either way, their food has calcium in it, but it doesn't hurt to give them a little extra treat. This is bug grub. It's one of their foods that you can give them. It has the vitamins and everything they need in it. Lots of protein. This is soil cow plus. You put this in their soil and it helps their soil stay good and healthy for the isopod. This is food for the isopod. Now you only give them just the smallest little bit of this. They don't need too much. It's easy to overfeed an isopod. You would normally feed them about once a week depending on how many you have. And remember, you just give them a little bit. This is a powder. Usually you just put just a tiny bit in of powder where they hide the most or where the most amount of isopods are, or you could mix it with water. This is cork bark, and the isopods love to hide under cork bark, so usually you'll be putting their food under the cork bark. This is actually the BioDudes mixture that he's trying to create his own isopod food, and he gave me a little free sample, and I'm sure they're gonna love it. And these are two things he also gave me last year. This is a little lizard squishy and a crested gecko notepad. Now I'm going to show you how to make the kit. So first, the kit comes with the right size bin you need and the lid. You drill your own holes in. I drilled 6 on each side, so there's 12 holes. You can also drill them on these sides. If you drill them on the sides, like how I drilled them on the top, I know I won't be stacking it, so it's fine. But like if you do think you're going to end up stacking things on top of your isopod bin, you should drill them on the sides. So first, I'm going to put in my Terra isopoda. And you're going to want to dump the whole thing in. Just gonna flatten it out a little bit. But you want your isopod soil mixture to be light and fluffy, because if you really compact it down, they won't be able to dig their little burrows. And as you can see, it has all this other extra stuff that it would have in the wild for them. After that, you're gonna want to put in all of your soil cow plus. This just helps the soil. If I can open it. You're just going to want to sprinkle all of it in just like that. Now, you're going to want to put in a little bit of the leaf litter. You could put in all of it right now. I'm just going to put almost all of it in and then leave a little bit to put on the top at the end. So, like that. And once again, the isopods love to eat this. So I'll just flatten that out a little bit. Now I'm going to put in some of my biodegradables. They also eat these. And it's great enrichment for them too. So I'm just going to grab some like this. And then because these are huge, just like cut them if I can. Cut them up like that. So like it's in smaller bits because they like their things to be in smaller chunks when they're eating it. So like with those leaves I saved, I'm also going to crush them up on the top so they'll be a bit smaller. So I'll add about that much in and then that little big chunk. I'll just take these, and this will last me a long time if I'm only giving them a little bit at a time, just like that. Now, you're going to want to put in a little bit of your calcium bone. You can just like put the whole thing in, but they much prefer it to like for you to break it up into smaller chunks. I'm also not going to break up the whole thing in here right now because I'm going to put in a little bit on top with the leaf litter. So I'll break a little bit off and then snap it into smaller chunks. And this will get mixed into the soil because I'm about to mix it. Break off another chunk. And as you can see, you can snap it apart fairly easily. It's really cool how with all those layers. This will just give them that extra calcium that they need. Give them all their calcium. That chunk's fine. And one more little bit. That's good. Now you're just going to mix everything up so it's all evenly distributed through the soil. So no matter where they are in their enclosure, they should be able to get a little bit of everything. That's why I also saved some leaves for the top. As you can see, there's probably also going to still be some on the top already. But you just want to make sure you mix that in really well for them. So they'll have everything everywhere. Like if they dug right here, they'd run into this leaf to eat. Now that I've finished, I'm just gonna like not compact it, just go like that a little bit to make it fluffy for them so they can dig easily in it. I'm gonna, as you can see, I guess some of these ended up at the top, so I'm gonna just smush that down there, cover it up, smush that one down the side. And now I'm gonna put the rest of this in chunks at the top. Okay, now I'm going to crumble some more of these leaves at the top. I'm going to crush these one this time. Just like that. In isopods, you need to keep their soil nice and moist for them. So you would spray it down with a spray bottle of water, and whenever it just gets dry, then just add some more water to keep that nice moisture in there. But you're not going to see me do that right now because I'm not adding my isopods in yet. So I'm just going to break up a few more of these leaves. You could use the rest of these leaves right now, but I'm going to save these ones until they're getting a little low. I think that's going to take a while, seeing how many leaves they have in here. But now I'm going to add their cork bark. And their cork bark is where they're going to be hanging out. They love to hide under cork bark. Some species do like it more than others, but most isopods love to hide under cork bark. Some of them, like, you can bury it under, and they'll use it under your soil mixture. This one, I'm going to put it in this corner. I'm going to, like, dig it up a little bit. So, like, the first half of it is, like, under. And then, like, they can go in right there. Or if they dig under, they can cut it up and out. This one I'm just going to put right here in the middle, just right on top. This one, actually I'm going to move that one a little further. This one I'm also just going to put right over here on the top. Move some of the leaves out of the way. Just like that. I have a little bit of calcium bone left over, so I guess I'll put some under this cork bark and just evenly distributed throughout their bin, no matter where they are. The isopods need their soil to be moist. Usually you'd spray it down with a spray ball of water whenever it gets dry, but I don't have a spray bottle right now, so I'll just be like dropping some droplets of water in everywhere, just so their soil is moist for them. But don't make sure it doesn't like puddle up anywhere, because you don't want them to drown. And I'm going to put it in the corner so it will get down into the other layers of soil down there, not just sitting at the top. Like that. So just whenever the soil's dry and the enclosure's dry, just add some water. I'm going to wait for that to sink a bit. Kind of just sitting at the top. Now I'm going to put my isopods in. 3, 2, 1, yoink! Oh, some of them need help. Flipped over. Oh, no. That one got flipped. Look, that one's in a ball now. Now they're just going to be exploring their new home. Thanks for watching Sadie's Sassy Reptiles. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to set up your isopod habitat. If you want to see my video about the Biodude, I'll link it in the description box below. Thanks for watching. Feel free to follow me on Facebook at Sadie's Sassy Reptiles. Bye!